Replace academic hedges with patent-safe phrases. English for patents. Welcome! Today we're turning cautious, fuzzy writing into patent-ready precision. In patents, hedging dilutes protection because it blurs legal clarity and claim scope. Examiners and courts reward statements that are verifiable and testable, not speculative. If your claim says a device may improve efficiency, competitors can argue it doesn't. Instead, use measurable language that can be reproduced and validated. Shift from "we think" to "we can show." Your goal: convert uncertainty into defined performance, understated conditions. That's how you secure broader, defensible coverage and make your invention harder to design around. First, catch the hedges. Watch for weak verbs like suggest, seem, and appear. They signal doubt instead of proof. Next, flag vague modals such as may, might, and could, which leave your claim open to challenge. Finally, notice cautious adverbs like generally, typically, and potentially. They blur boundaries and weaken results. If a sentence sounds like a guess or a habit, it's probably a hedge. Mark these words in drafts, then replace them with language that ties directly to observable behavior, measured data, and specific configurations. Adopt a precision mindset. Define and bound everything that matters. First, explicitly name the system, part, or process. For example, a 3-stage centrifugal separator beats a separator. Next, state conditions. Include ranges, tolerances, and units so claims are testable and repeatable. Finally, anchor each claim in observable outcomes: what the device does, by how much, and when. Ask, what is measured? How is it measured? Under which constraints? Clear definitions plus bounded conditions transform opinions into evidence and make your claims both enforceable and technically credible. Upgrade verbs to harden your claims. Replace suggests with indicates or demonstrates when supported by data. Swap appears to for, is configured to, or is operable to, which describe capability, not guesswork. Convert may cause into causes or produces under conditions, tying effect to a stated context. Example: the controller suggests improved stability becomes the controller demonstrates stability under a 10 to 50 N disturbance. These upgrades keep the meaning but add legal strength because they point to measurable, repeatable performance. Turn vagueness into numbers plus context. Replace soft claims with ranges or thresholds. Instead of low latency, write latency is less than or equal to 15 ms. Add test context: the method, sample size, instruments, and environment, so results are reproducible. For example, measured using a 4-probe method, N equals 3.0, at 25 plus or minus 2 degrees Celsius and 45 to 55% RH. Use the phrase, under conditions including, to bound scope without overclaiming. Under conditions including input voltage 3.0 to 3.6 volts and load 5 to 20 ohms. Numbers plus conditions convert broad assertions into defensible facts. Use patent-safe phrasing to be precise without overreaching. In one embodiment, introduces an example while avoiding universal claims. Capability phrases: configured to, adapted to, operable to, describe function without implying the device always performs it. Structuring words like at least one of, comprising, wherein, keep claims open yet controlled, covering variations and dependencies. Example: in one embodiment, the module is configured to regulate current, comprising a feedback loop wherein the sensor samples at 2 to 5 kHz. This tone signals professionalism and aligns with examiner expectations. Let's transform hedges into proof. Hedge. The filter may reduce noise. Precise. The filter reduces noise by is greater than or equal to 12 decibels under 1 to 5 kHz input, measured with a calibrated spectrum analyzer. Hedge. Results seem better with preheating. Precise. Preheating to 80 plus or minus 5 degrees Celsius increases yield by 18 to 22%, N equals 20 batches, using the standard assay. Notice the pattern. Specify the metric, include units and ranges, and add test conditions. These rewrites keep your idea but make it enforceable and reproducible. Use this quick pass before filing. 1. Replace weak verbs and modals with capability or evidence-based verbs. 2. Add units, ranges, and test conditions so claims are measurable. 3. Use embodiment language to scope claims without overclaiming. 4. Prefer observable effects over opinions. Report what it does, by how much, and when. Ask, is the claim reproducible by a skilled person? Would data support each verb? If not, revise until the language reflects defined structure, bounded conditions, and verifiable outcomes.